In front of you right now is our 6th grade group here at not here at JFK, man, I get in the habit of saying that, at JFK. These guys have been playing their instruments for 1 year. They were those kids a year ago. And I'm really proud of this group. This group, as I expressed to the audience today at school, this group is my most fun group that I get to direct, and it's also my most frustrating group that I get to direct. These kids love to have a good time. And sometimes that does get in the way of the learning that happens in the classroom. I know that's a good idea. We should probably learn something. But they really do. When I can get them wrangled and get that mob of chaos going in the right direction, they do a wonderful job. And that, again, I got to see them last year. I got to see them start, and it's just so rewarding to see where they are now. The first song we're going to play is actually from the 6th grade band fest. We decided we wanted to play one of those songs for you, just as a JFK group, so hopefully you'll recognize it. But to introduce that song, Serene Neil Bidwai.
Set in a bright major key, Blazer has a complex chord structure that adds a large amount of excitement and energy. The beginning statement that is present in all sections is meant to capture attention and set the tone for the rest of the piece. A flowing middle section leads to a driving finish that ends in flourish. We hope you enjoy the opener to our portion of the concert, Blaze On.
They had a really good time in that song. I hope you heard the excitement that they had there. The next song you're going to hear is called Jupiter. And Jupiter is from a suite of music by Gustav Holst. And if you have been around the band world for very long, you might recognize that name, Gustav Holst. He's one of the most renowned band composers that there have ever been. The 6th grade group is going to be playing a section from the song Jupiter. And they'll tell you more about what that song's supposed to mean. So pay attention when they're reading, and when you do read, make sure you read slow and project so everyone can hear you. But pay attention because the 6th grade band's planet that they're playing, Jupiter, is a polar opposite to the 7th and 8th grade group. The 7th and 8th grade group is going to be playing Mars. So I'll make a big point to say this is the other one that you're supposed to listen to that's a polar opposite. To talk a little bit about the Jupiter from Gustav Holst is Sophia Mucciaroni.
Our next song is Jupiter from the Planets. Our next song is Jupiter from the Planets. The Planets is a 7-movement piece by the English composer Gustav Holst, written between 1914 and 1916. Each movement of the piece is named after a planet of the solar system. Each planet has a character that is defined. The character that we are playing is one of happiness and care. We hope that you can hear Jupiter, the bringer of joy, while we play.
A little side note about that song, the clarinets in that song do something what's called play above the break. If you've ever played clarinet or you know anyone that played the clarinet, notes that are above the break are really, really, really hard to play. And this is one of the first times that they've had to do it in a song, but they've had to play those notes that are really high and really hard, and I think they did a great job. So let's give it a round of applause for the clarinet. This group really has proven that anything that I give to them, they're capable of doing. And I am just so happy that I get to be their band director. I really do have a good time, all jokes aside. They are special to me as for who they are, because you don't get to meet these kids like these every day. And every one of my groups, these kids are so special, they're so great, and thank you for letting me be their teacher. Here to introduce our last song as a 6th grade group is Caroline Corcoran.
The Nutcracker Ballet is based on the story The Nutcracker and the King of Mice, written by E.T.A. Hoffman. Although what is seen on stage today is different from the original story, the basic plot remains the same. The story of a young German girl who dreams of a Nutcracker prince in a battle against a Mouse King with 7 heads. We are playing 3 selections from the Nutcracker: the March, Dance of the Reed Flutes, and Russian Dance. We hope you enjoy our performance of our final for this concert.
I'm supposed to warn you that this song has 3 movements. So hold your applause until the end of the 3rd movement, and then you can just let them have it with 3 songs worth of applause. Does that sound good? All right, thank you.
Thank you.